Hello and welcome to our review of the season for 2001-2002. We shall take a look at every Premiership encounter, the road to Cardiff via the Worthington Cup and the journey to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup 2. Manager Glenn Hoddle's first full season in charge saw him bring in notable new signings to challenge for honours. Teddy Sheringham returned to the club in the captain's role after a successful spell with Premiership rivals Manchester United. German international Christian Ziege also made the journey south from Liverpool. Gustavo Poyet made the short trip from London rivals Chelsea to add flair to an already talented midfield. And Yugoslavian Goran Bunjevcevic was signed from Red Star Belgrade to add to the defence. So we started the season back in August with high prospects as we welcomed Aston Villa to White Hart Lane. A beautiful summer's day found a full house and a carnival atmosphere for the curtain raiser in the 2001-2002 season. And it wasn't long before our new signings were in the thick of the action.
Freund with the throw. Doherty nods on. There's Everson. Cleared there. Rob tries to get up. Schmeichel gets there first. Save from Ziege. Merson with the corner. Cashlul with the header. Oh, he's hit the post. Anderson. Shot charged down. Cross from Rebrov. There's Doherty. Oh, Spurs have hit the bar now.
But we only had to wait until Monday for our first goal of the season.
Graveson's corner meanwhile, and Sullivan knocks it away. Alexanderson against the underside of the bar, desperately unlucky for Everton. A rip-roaring start here at Goodison. Ferguson. Stubbs! What a dream that would have been for Alan Stubbs on his home Premiership debut for his favourite club. He might well have scored the first goal of the game here. Anderton. Ziege finds Tarico, who's now going to be booed, I suspect, by the Everton fans for that challenge on Gravesson as we move into the final minute of the half. Anderton. Back by Sheringham. Anderton still going strong. Everson! Chance for Everson! Then for Anderton! And against the run of play, incredibly, in the final minute of the first half, Tottenham take the lead. It was their best attack. Sheringham, Anderton, his persistence paying off here. He got between three defenders. Everson had the shot blocked by the keeper's legs. Anderton on hand to slide it home for his and Tottenham's first goal of the new season. Here's Campbell, however, he can bring Everton level. Here he goes down, and this time he does get a penalty. Doherty complains, but the referee, who the home fans think has gone against them all night, has now found in their favour. Ferguson's header, Campbell turned. There was a little bit of arm tugging, certainly by Doherty, but Duncan Ferguson steps up with a chance to bring Everton level, and he's taken it.
So new signing Christian Ziege got off the mark in the 2-1 defeat at Blackburn. Meanwhile, we caught up with another new name, Goran Bunjevcevic.
The beautiful countryside setting of Hertfordshire, temporary home for one of Tottenham's summer signings. Goran Bunjevcevic has slotted into the hole left by Sol Campbell's departure to Arsenal, and life is sweet for the Yugoslav international, but it wasn't always so. Bunjevcevic was one of millions whose lives were turned upside down by the Balkans crisis. In 1991, while the former Yugoslavia was fragmenting into independent republics, he was living as a Serb in the Croatian capital Split. His early memories of that time could not have prepared him for what lay ahead.
From the start of the 1990s, there was political upheaval in the former Yugoslavia, and it became very hard. But as a small child, nobody asked me if I was a Serb or a Croat. We just played. We used to have fun. We loved sport, and we loved the ball. We had our little games. That was one of the most beautiful times for all the children, and many happy memories are associated with Split and growing up there.
But in 1997, 2 years after a general peace had been achieved in the region, the world-famous Red Star Belgrade signed the 24-year-old following his successful spells at smaller clubs. After such a long period of suffering, football proved to be a great healer.
All my boyhood dreams came true. My father was a Red Star fan, and my family were fans. And in a way, I sort of achieved a dream for my family, friends and acquaintances. They were ecstatic that a Serb from Croatia had come to play for a club as big as Red Star.
Glenn Hoddle was one of those who monitored Bunjevcevic's development into a key player and captain for Red Star and a regular in the Yugoslav national side. In May, the Tottenham manager agreed a £5 million fee with the Belgrade club. Bunjevcevic, who'd gained knowledge of Spurs in an unusual fashion, was thrilled.
It was an unbelievable feeling. I was talking about it all the time. Well, many young guys in the former Yugoslavia had dreams about playing for a big English club, especially because of the fans and the atmosphere in the stadia. I was lucky to meet the English ambassador to Yugoslavia, who was a Tottenham fan. He gave me a tape of the FA Cup final of 1981, Tottenham versus Manchester City, when my coach, Glenn Hoddle, was playing. Ardiles was playing and many other famous players. And that's how I know a little about Spurs. I was also lucky enough to see them play in Split as a child.
Tottenham's glory days may belong to another decade, but the rivalry with Arsenal is as strong as ever. The Gunners had the upper hand in last year's meetings. Spurs went down 2-0 at Highbury and were also knocked out of the FA Cup by their fiercest rivals at the semi-final stage. Bunjevcevic knows all about the North London divide.
I was introduced to all that because the players are mentioning Sol Campbell and his transfer to Arsenal all the time. They can never forgive him for that. I've seen through some events that there is an unbelievable rivalry between Tottenham and Arsenal. A little similar to Red Star and Partizan, if not worse. Everyone is talking about it. Just beat Arsenal. It doesn't matter what position you're in. It doesn't matter even if you get relegated. Just beat Arsenal.
With promising youngsters beginning to swell the ranks at Tottenham, that possibility and the chance of winning trophies is improving. A new and ambitious manager at the helm and quality on the pitch leaves Bunjevcevic believing that success could be just around the corner.
We have a group of 15 or 16 players who are very young, and their time is coming. So you have to expect good results in the near future. When those young players mature alongside the experienced players and become a proper support, they could put Tottenham back on the road to success.
His own path to success has been arduous. The Premiership via war-torn Yugoslavia and life in exile. Not exactly an average football career.
Our first win came against Glenn Hoddle's old club Southampton. In the Saints lineup, prospective Spurs signing Dean Richards.
Decent long throw that. Oh, and Richards nearly managed to get the goal he probably had dreamed of. Sullivan scooped it away. Maybe something will happen here for Spurs with Anderton. Ziga nearby if you need him. He's gone the other way though, towards Davis, who gets it back from Stefan Freund. Anderton, Ferdinand, oh, off the bar. Best moment of the match so far, really. There's Ferdinand nearly putting Tottenham ahead. That's nice, and Christian Ziga's in. What a chance here! He's taken it. The deadlock finally broken with a quarter of an hour remaining. Ziga, who scored a stunner at Blackburn last time out, with the outside of his boot, sends it swerving into the bottom corner. Hoddle knows that he's got a long way to go in turning around the fortunes of this club. Davis is through to clinch it. He has clinched it. Simon Davis, and Tottenham are home and dry. Spurs heading for their first win of the season. Simon Davis charging through from the midfield. The little flick from Sheringham set him on his way. Now Ledley King. Tottenham looking for a third. Ferdinand, what a save from Paul Jones.
So a good win, and next up another one of Glenn's former clubs.
Either way. So Lampard's picked up the loose ball. Sullivan's come out to commit himself. Got to be quick. Hasselbank. 1-0 Chelsea. Anderton. Ferdinand. There's Sheringham. Has a look. Oh, against the bar. Decoy was beaten. Well, Teddy Sheringham still looking for his first goal since his return. Zola. Well, Bunjevcevic has gone down. Well, surely Chelsea should have kicked the ball out. Oh, ran straight into Hasselbank. It's a sorry sight so early into his career at White Hart Lane. Hope to see him back soon. Perry. Simon Davis. Sheringham's in space. Good save by Decoy. Still Sheringham. That's the equaliser. And his first goal upon his return from Manchester United. Good ball forward there by Perry. Great header by Ferdinand. Saved first time of asking. He picks up the rebound.
Equaliser for Tottenham, scored after 65 minutes and 37 seconds. Your number 10, skipper Teddy Sheringham.
That's the one that he was looking for. Zola. Hasselbank's free. Oh, he's missed his footing totally. What's he appealing for? No, he's given a penalty. Well, now that is a strange decision. Hasselbank against Sullivan. Oh, he scored. Perry. Ferdinand does well. That's a powerful run there. There's Sheringham. That's the equaliser, 2-2. Well, that's justice. And his 100th goal for Tottenham. Great run by Ferdinand. Found Sheringham. It's no less than Spurs deserved. Oh no!
Gut-wrenching finale to a great match which saw us lose Goran Bunjevcevic to a fractured cheekbone. But skipper Teddy Sheringham did net his 100th goal for the club.
Here's Stefan Schwartz. The Sunderland seek to make an early impression. Oh, and it's Julio Arca on the volley. Neil Sullivan having to be alert in the opening minute here. Anderson. Sheringham. Ziga. Patient approach from Spurs. Ziga's cross. Oh, it's gone in! A misjudgment from Jurgen Macho. And Christian Ziga has given Tottenham the lead at the Stadium of Light. It carried over Jurgen Macho, who totally misjudged it. Phillips' header. Quinn's boot was up, but Ledley King wasn't bothered. Anderson to Sheringham. Poyet. Up towards Les Ferdinand. Simon Davis has got in here. His cross finds Sheringham! And Jurgen Macho can't keep it out. And Spurs go 2-0 up. Teddy Sheringham has returned for a second spell with Spurs, and his second spell looks like being almost as good as his first spell. Bernd Haas getting ready for a long one. Guess who fancy getting on the end of it? Quinn and Phillips! Yes! Sunderland have got one back. A tried and tested routine. 4 minutes of added on time. Only one of those minutes left. Flick on by Quinn. Lillian Lasrond. And oh, it's somehow hooked away by Perry after a misunderstanding with Sullivan. Chris Perry has rescued Tottenham right at the end.
So a fruitful trip to the northeast for our first away win of the season. And Glenn Hoddle finally got his man as Dean Richards made the move to the capital in an £8.1 million deal.
Well, for me, of course, it's a club that's going places, and it's a club that's, got great potential and can win things. So that's why I'm here.
Screens it away from Osho, picks out Anderton. Some sorting out needing to be done for Liverpool, and Harman's the man for that. Risa, straight down the middle for the side in red at the moment. Littmanen now going to the left. And Barmby just jogging up on the right, but Littmanen's got eyes for goal! He's found the goal!
An unlucky defeat to watch, but Richards got the chance to make his debut against the champions, Manchester United. Teddy met his former teammates for the first time, and he was looking to impress the watching England coach Sven-Göran Eriksson just before the make-or-break qualifier against Greece.
Spurs step by step, moving closer to the Manchester United goal with a corner. And they've scored! What a marvellous moment for him. Tarico. Just hooked it away as he slipped. Ziga. Poyet, not picked up. Ferdinand, there's no flag this time. It's a goal! Les Ferdinand has drilled it in. 2-0 Tottenham. No marking on Poyet. Pass beautifully timed, and the movement from Ferdinand, and he fired it in. Some olays as Freund tries to use the full perimeter of the pitch, and he's done that. And Manchester United have another defensive post-mortem to hold. Extraordinary events at White Hart Lane.
Tottenham's third goal scored in stoppage time at the
Poyet able to drive in the cross, and where was Zigert's markers? Nowhere to be seen.
But the second half was to see one of the best comebacks in Premiership history.
Blanc! They've got another one back. Cole. Here's Sylvester. Solskjaer. Pass to Rico. Beckham with time to take a touch. A time to take aim!
In October, Dutch midfielder Willem Korsten announced his retirement due to a hip problem.
It's been a great club to play for. It's still a great club, and I was just honoured to be a part of the Tottenham family. And yeah, it's sad for me to leave, but yeah, as I said, it wasn't meant to be for me to play here any longer.
October saw the start of a very good run of form.
Now King. Sheringham. Ledley King has continued his way forward. Comes out to Ziger. Ferdinand. And this does count for Tottenham. Well, Ledley King played a part by continuing his run. His shot deflected away to Ziger. And what a cross that is. Absolutely perfectly delivered. But Ravanelli. King's gone with him, but he can't stop Ravanelli equalising. King. Now Ziger. Oh, Poyet couldn't finish it off as Ferdinand unselfishly knocked it across the face of the goal. Anderton winding himself up for the shot. Blocked by Powell. To Rico. Sheringham. Powell's there again. Oh, he still can't get it away. Poyet. Ferdinand. Poyet going in, and it skims the crossbar, and Spurs are so close again. Ferdinand. Poyet, there was some Derby appeals for handball against Ferdinand, not given. And it's Sheringham's pass, it's a brilliant pass, it's opened up Derby, and Christian Ziger puts a sense of justice to the scoreline. And Ziger gets yet another goal in Tottenham's colours. It's his fifth, he's their top scorer. And Sheringham set it up, but what about that for a one-touch finish from Ziger? The goalkeeper committed. So we're into added time, and Mwene slips. And Tottenham wrap it up through Gus Poyet. Come a long time after the second goal, when Spurs were on a roll just before half-time. And Mwene maybe deserved better than this, but what a brilliant chip.
Richards and Ledley King move forward. Gus Poyet loves these sort of balls as well. He's been on the end of them time and again during his spell in English football. Christian Ziger actually sent it to Darren Anderton. Newcastle weren't ready for that. Anderton again! Oh, and it's been diverted in! Might go down as an own goal, but Darren Anderton will claim it for Spurs, who take an early lead at St James's Park, and Newcastle got nowhere near him. Anderton needed a second bite at it, and it was diverted in off a Newcastle body. King. Ferdinand. Poyet. Stefan Freund. Sheringham. Lovely cushion layoff towards Tarico. Lovely move this from Tottenham. It's Darren Anderton. Decent delivery as well for Poyet! It's another one! Spurs go 2-0 up! And how often has he done that in his time in English football? He just sneaks into the box and heads it home. A trademark goal for Gus Poyet. If they're not from distance with his feet, they're from crosses with his head. Well, Anderton has moved away. Sheringham fancies it. Ziege also there. Surely one for the right foot, though. It is Teddy Sheringham. Oh! It cannoned off the bar. And over. So close. Shearer. Now, Craig Bellamy. He skipped away. Surely Newcastle's time has come. No, it hasn't. Now you know it's time to give up. It's been a disappointing day for Bobby Robson's team, though. The Toon Army haven't had much to shout about. Luar is doing well, and a fine stop from Neil Sullivan to prevent a goal from Dabizas, which probably would have come too late for Newcastle anyway. Cracking cross, not a bad header, excellent save.
Free kick. Perry gets his head to it. Oh, Boksic is free! Oh, he volleys it past Neil Sullivan. Borough have the lead. Tarico. Still Tarico. Stefan Freund. Oh, Tarico's in the box. He's been... Yep, it's a penalty. Oh, Kendry can't believe it. The referee waves away the protest. Good ball forward there by Perry. Sheringham. Sends the keeper the wrong way, 1-0. As cool as you like, Teddy Sheringham. Freund. Now Spurs are on the up now after that equaliser. Good ball whipped across, Les Ferdinand. Oh yes, 2-1. Oh, 2 goals in 2 minutes for Tottenham. Ferdinand reacted quickly in the box there. Good header across. What a finish there by Ferdinand. In comes the corner. Freund. Finds Ziege. Oh, Ziege, he's hit the bar.
Four great wins in a row gave Glenn Hoddle the Manager of the Month award for October. He celebrated with a round of golf.
The Essex countryside on a late summer's day was the idyllic spot to provide rest and relaxation for a Premier League football club. At the Abridge Golf and Country Club, faces from past and present gathered for Tottenham's annual golf day, a chance for a spot of escapism and sporting fantasy.
The thing is with us, when we turn up on a golf tournament like this, most sports you warm up, but most players will tell you get out your car, have a quick coffee, get on that first tee and try and become professional golfers, which is impossible, but it's all good fun.
Between those fairway wood shots, it's also a good chance in a busy calendar for the Spurs manager to reflect on the season so far.
There's been some good performances this year. The ironic thing for us is that we played extremely well against Chelsea in spells, and we played extremely well against Liverpool, and we didn't actually get anything out of them 2 games. Now, if we continue to keep performing like that, we'll win more than we lose.
The driving force behind much of Tottenham's better work has been the return of Teddy Sheringham, who's already into a goal-scoring groove.
I think any striker will tell you that he's happy with any goals, really, but when they go in nice as well, it's an added bonus. But I could do with a couple of scrappy ones as well, to be honest. You know, it's all about getting points on the board now, because that's what matters. And once you get those points, those first few points under your belt, then you get a little bit of confidence going, and then hopefully we can get things together and roll up the table.
Sheringham is happy his vast experience, craft, intelligence and professionalism is being used to good effect. The Footballer of the Year last season at Manchester United is now Tottenham's torchbearer.
As a footballer, I need to concentrate on my own game. You know, that's the first thing, and try and lead by example. But you know, if any of that rubs off on other players around me, then great. That's part and parcel of being captain and leading from the front as such.
Uruguay's Gustavo Poyet, the new arrival from Chelsea, is clearly no immediate threat to Tiger Woods.
Sorry. I like to be under pressure, you know.
But could he be as big a South American hero at Spurs as Ozzy Ardiles and Ricky Villa in days gone by?
After the World Cup in Argentina in 1978, and when they come to here and they play at Tottenham, everybody was watching English football, and especially Tottenham. So I know they like to play good football. I know that it was quite difficult in the last 10 years in there because it was too many changes. So we are trying, I'm trying to help to put the thing right. It's going to be difficult, hard work, but we are enjoying at the moment.
No wonder he's enjoying himself. It turns out that Glenn Hoddle gave him more or less a free rein.
What he really wanted from me, and it was practically what I want to do on the pitch. So that's very nice, you know, when the manager asks you to do the thing that you really like to do, it's magnificent.
At the start of November, we travelled to Ellen Road, where Gus Poyet provided the fireworks. A very close-fought game where we were unlucky to lose. But next it was time for the big one, the first encounter of the season with our North London rivals, Arsenal.
Grimondi. Then challenged by Chris Perry. It's broken away from Sol Campbell. No foul on Poyet, felt the referee. It was an attempt at retrieval after a poor first touch that by Sol Campbell. There he is again, Campbell. He's come back at him from Ziga. Now he has to be strong against Ferdinand, who screens it from him. Poyet! Well, Gus Poyet has been scoring goals for fun of late, 4 in his last 5 games. And he gets his corner across to Richards! Off the underside of the crossbar! Well, fortunately for Arsenal, it bounced the right side of the line. Very much the wrong side for Tottenham. Dennis Bergkamp. Here's Will towards a better start to the second half by Arsenal. Pires looking to trick his way through. Richards though gets it away. It's Gilles Grimandi, and Sullivan has to tip it away. Freund's throw. Ferdinand pulls it across. Oh, and with a goal unguarded, Poyet couldn't convert. King's kick, helped on by Poyet. Richards gets forward, well saved. Well, Richard Wright may have had his critics of late, but his reflexes were sharp there, and they had to be to deny Dean Richards. Kanu has done well to get away from Davis. Parler, Ray Parler! That man Robert Pires again. Try to work it through for Parler, but King is there. Poyet. Davis. Sergei Rebrov pulls it back across. Oh, it's got in! Gus Poyet! Too hot for Richard Wright to handle. It's another personal nightmare for the Arsenal goalkeeper. But the Spurs fans see the goal that they thought was never coming. Huge relief for Glenn Hoddle. Poyet has done it again.
Tottenham scored in stoppage time from number 14.
Rebrov pulled it back across. What a scintillating finish it was from Poyet. But Richard Wright again will sit and question how that one got away.
A dramatic ending to an excellent game, with Gus Poyet's late equaliser giving the home fans something to cheer about. The only disappointment was that we should have had all 3 points. Well, next up was another London derby. This time we went to East London and a clash with West Ham.
Back flick from Ferdinand, Sheringham with space! Oh, and he almost scored his 6th of the season. James had lost it. Well, he's the kind of player who can make time stand still when the ball falls into his path. Just readjusted his body. Wonderful flick from Ferdinand. Richards. Sheringham. Point had to be a bit braver. Retka went flying in. Minto tries to prevent the corner. He's successful. Ball's still in play though. It's Anderton. Great little touch from Darren Anderton. Ferdinand. Back to goal. West Ham packing their defence. Davis, good cross, and oh, David James made an amazing save, but not enough. Ferdinand follows up. Well, it was an excellent piece of football from Tottenham. Throwing himself at the ball is Poyet, who's injured himself in doing so. And Les Ferdinand scores his 5th goal of the season. The physio does look a little concerned for Poyet, who wants to get back on the field of play. Glenn Hoddle says no way, he's coming off. Sheringham, Ferdinand, great back flick again. Chance opens up for Leonardson, and his former Anfield teammate David James could only watch and stare. And his prayers were answered. It should have been Tottenham 2-0. Huge slice of luck for West Ham. Anderton. Ferdinand, great touch. Anderton, it had to be an important tackle. Oh, for the 3rd time, the crossbar saves West Ham in this game. Teddy Sheringham cursing the woodwork. Once in the first half, twice in the second half. David James has stood and watched as the ball has crashed
off the goal behind him. He thanks the posts. Got it. That's a great ball forward, a lovely flick back to Michael Ricketts if he can find space. Oh, he scored! The left foot of Ziege, the right of Sheringham. It's Ziege! And an excellent save by Jääskeläinen. And the header from Ferdinand off the post. And back by Whitlow, turned in by Gus Poyet. Ferdinand, the substitute, with an immediate impact. Twice the woodwork struck. Poyet first to react, and Spurs are level. Spurs trying to counter here. Jevčević stealing it back. Ferdinand's layoff for Rebrov. Good play. Ferdinand! What a start! What an impact! And Les Ferdinand, Sir Les, puts Tottenham in front. No offside, beautifully weighted pass, and Les Ferdinand, all credit there to Goran Bunjevčević, the two substitutes combining. Ricketts, second chance, Wallace in pursuit, has got Nolan through the middle, it's Rod Wallace, and it's in! It's just squeezed under the body of Neil Sullivan. This is a dangerous position. Davies has won the free kick, and Ziege, with that lethal curling left foot of his in towards goal. Glancing header and in! Teddy Sheringham. He somehow finds the right position, and an absolutely glorious header, and surely that has won it for Glenn Hoddle and Tottenham.
An impressive comeback against Bolton Wanderers saw us get all 3 points against Sam Allardyce's side. An unfortunate stutter against Charlton, but back to winning ways in another London derby, which included a rather special goal.
King. Sheringham. Anderton. This is Stefan
And Les Ferdinand, one of the most prolific goal scorers in the Premier League since it came into being, was in the right place at the right time to nick it home. Darren Anderton's cross, and that's what Les Ferdinand is all about.
Poyet. Freund. And Legwinski clashing again. This time with Stefan Freund, who quickly helped him back to his feet. Sheringham with a header on.
And can Ferdinand pull it back for Anderton? He can! And it's 2-0 Tottenham. Ferdinand, who scored the first, laying on the second. Anderton. Davis running inside and getting away from Rufus Brevett. Simon Davis! He did it against Fulham in the Worthington Cup. He's done it against them in the league and has surely now wrapped up the points for Tottenham. Great vision from Anderton, seeing Davis making the run, and having got in front of Rufus Brevett, he made the most of that advantage.
Anderton. Poyet to Sheringham.
Sergei Rebrov, the substitute, scores his first goal in the Premiership this season. Like Davis before him, he'd scored previously against Fulham in the League Cup. And he does for their London rivals again.
Obviously it's an honour, do you know what I mean? We've been scoring goals for a long time in this league, so to get to 10,000 is obviously a big honour for us.
Cup games and constant injuries took their toll over the Christmas period as the excellent form we started the season with began to waver. Hospital visits and Christmas parties are part of the Spurs calendar every year as the players try to give something back to the fans.
Just to come down and see some of their faces. Just a little girl here, a little eyes just sparked up, you know, when we've come in. Even though she's an Arsenal supporter, you know, it brings a little bit of light to their day, so it's all in good need.
You know, Teddy got some good advice for his golf. And keeper Neil Sullivan was a big hit with the younger fans.
At my other club as well, women used to do it around Christmas time. And I think it's good that you do these sort of things. You know, there's a lot of kids in here that are going to be in over Christmas, so just to come down for a bit of an afternoon, there's nothing wrong.
During the busiest period of the season, the players will always find time to spread a little cheer.
What you can do is you can look and see.
I'm used to it. I've had about 18 years of not getting Christmas off, but you know, it's part and parcel. You have to take the pros and the cons of being a footballer, and there's definitely lots of pros, so that's probably one of the downsides.
There are a lot of games, so we need to be in training every day. But of course, you've got to get away and spend time with your family and friends and all that sort of stuff. So you just try and combine the two the best you can.
Poyet to Sheringham.
think before that, at Bolton in the Worthington Cup, we played exceptionally well. Our movement was brilliant, and that was probably a good a performance as any this season. But then we carried it on again against a side who are not conceding many goals. You know, Fulham come into the game on a good run, conceding very few goals, and we managed to score quite a few past them. So things are looking good at the moment.
The team are playing very well at the moment, playing with a lot of confidence. We had a lot of good results. So, you know, all you want to do is play football when that's happening. When you're losing, it's not such a game of fun, but at the moment it is.
50 junior Spurs members had a great time at their annual Christmas party. The lucky JSMs had surprise visits from their president, Les Ferdinand, as well as other players and Chirpy.
They're our future supporters, you know, those kiddies in there, and it's important that we give something back to them. You know, they come on the terraces, their parents come on the terraces week in, week out, and it's always nice to give a little bit back.
If you'd like to join the JSMs, details can be found on our website, www.spurs.co.uk, or telephone 020 8365 5150.
And Les Ferdinand, one of the most prolific goal scorers in the Premier League since it came into being, was in the right place at the right time to nick it home.
Obviously it's an honour, you know what I mean? We've been scoring goals for a long time in this league, so to get to 10,000 was obviously a big honour for us.
Very pleased, yeah. I had a little quote the other day that it was nice that he, while everybody was getting a massage before the game to loosen up, he was getting his hands done, you know, getting a nice manicure, so perhaps that's what made all the difference.
Don't miss out on all the fun. Make sure you join the JSMs. We picked up a vital point on our travels to Villa Park, courtesy of Les Ferdinand's 150th league goal.
Long throw from Freund. Richards flicks it on. It's a good header by Ferdinand. Oh, it's against the post. Schmeichel was beaten. Got up well there, Les Ferdinand. Against the post. Merson. Still Paul Merson. Good shot and a good save there by Casey Keller. And again Keller. Angel with a header. Keller collects. Good run there by Paul Merson. Ziga. Oh, what a dummy there by Sheringham. Ferdinand's through. Surely Les Ferdinand against Schmeichel. It's gone in! Les Ferdinand gives Spurs the lead. It's brought the away fans to their feet. Good ball forward, but watch this dummy. Well left there by Sheringham. Les Ferdinand, 1 against 1. Spurs ahead at Villa Park. Now time's running out. Deep into stoppage time. Angel. Perry clears. Sloan with the cross. Antonin will just let it go. And the shouts for handball. The flag's up. Oh, he's given it. And a rush of blood there by Darren Anderton. Angel, 1-0.
A New Year's Day win saw the start of a very busy month.
Oh, Richards! At the near post, Dean Richards. The first goal of 2002. Scored by Dean Richards at the near post. Good corner in from Darren Anderton. Slightest of touches by Dean Richards. That's his second goal for Spurs.
felt we'd been unlucky at White Hart Lane not to come away with at least a point, and we were determined to put things right a few weeks later.
Tottenham Hotspur number 14, Gus Poyet.
Luck wasn't with us, and we again suffered defeat at the hands of a resurgent Ipswich Town. Against Everton, we welcome back a former hero, Paul Gascoigne, who was as popular as ever at White Hart Lane.
It's well picked up there. Leonardson has a look up. Ferdinand's in the middle. That's a good header. It's there. Les Ferdinand. What a header. There's none better at the club. Leonardson saw Ferdinand in the box. Simonsen had no chance. That's Ferdinand at his best. Here comes a free kick, headed away. Gascoigne has a look up. Oh, Weir picked that one out. He may be a centre-half. That was a centre-forward's goal. Good save by Neil Sullivan. Header from Ferguson. Why wasn't he marked, said the goalkeeper. Great save. Anderton. Etherington likes to run at his man. Gets a good cross in. Stefan Everson, surely! Oh, it's clipped the bar. Right in stoppage time, Stefan Everson was unmarked. Simonsen was beaten. In came the cross from Etherington, Stefan Everson.
Gaz's influence didn't have too much effect as we played out another 1-1 draw with the Merseysiders. The next visitors to White Hart Lane were Newcastle, and we were looking to do the double over Bobby Robson's side. Which famous Spur this collection of honours belongs to? Well, this season he had a lounge named after him.
It was very nice. Daniel Levy phoned me last season and said that they wanted the lounge to represent the 60s, the 70s and the 80s and 90s. They got the Bill Nicholson suite for the 60s, they got the Pat Jennings suite for the 70s, and asked if I'd like my name put to the 80s and 90s. So it's a very nice gesture from the club, and yeah, it's very pleasant here.
I suppose when you arrived at the club as a young man, the last thing you were thinking of at that stage was you were going to become a Tottenham legend. I mean, it was just a fantastic experience, presumably, being at a big club.
Well, when I first arrived here, Keith Birkinshaw was manager, and he told me as soon as I arrived, Gary, if you're going to join Tottenham, you've got to appreciate that you'll probably be playing in the reserves for the first couple of seasons before you get a chance in the first team. Fortunately for myself, I got in the first team literally 2 weeks later due to injuries, and stayed in the side. So, of course, just coming to play for a club like Tottenham, just wanted to play in the first team, and of course I had 16 wonderful years here in the end, so no, it's a thoroughly enjoyable time.
I know you were still fairly young when you won the UEFA Cup Winners' Medal. Did you think at that stage you had really arrived and come onto the football scene?
It was my first major trophy in football, and what an occasion that was. European nights here at White Hart Lane throughout my career have always been special nights, but that surpasses most of them. But yes, of course, the first trophy and the first one in the cabinet was that UEFA Cup medal, and it's still in that cabinet.
Obviously that meant a lot to you and everyone else associated with the club, but I would imagine that the 1991 Cup winning success was probably the highlight for yourself.
Yes, it certainly was, and very kind of you to miss out 1987 Cup final, but
coming back to that.
Oh, I thought you might. No, yes, it was probably any moment. As I was a youngster growing up, every youngster that supports football watches the FA Cup final, and I was the same with my family. Whenever the captain had lifted the cup and shown it to the supporters, I would go out with my father and my brother and go to the local park and we played football. And of course, when the final whistle went at Wembley in 1991, I stood there. The first person I ran up to was Gary Lineker, and we embraced, and obviously we were so excited. Actually, we won the trophy. But then, being captain, I was the first up the steps, and on the way up those steps, I thought of all those moments years ago. We used to sit watching the FA Cup final, and actually being handed the cup at the game was Prince Charles and the Princess Diana. And turning to show the cup to the supporters, the noise then, and the smile on my face was probably one of the biggest smiles I've ever had.
Yeah, I remember it well, actually. I mean, looking at the rest of your career, obviously, I mean, there's England appearances and obviously playing with a lot of fantastic players at this club.
Yes, so if you go throughout my whole career, the 16 years, I started off in a team with the likes of Oscar Diles, Ricky Villa, Steve Perriman, Ray Clements was in goal, Steve Archibald, Garth Brooks up front. And throughout my career, everyone knows the players I played with, the likes of Chrissy Waddle and Paul Gascoigne and Gary Lineker, Jurgen Klinsmann. You know, it just goes on and on. So yes, I was very fortunate to play with perhaps some of the best players in the game.
Do you miss, I mean, you were playing a long time, obviously. Do you miss it now?
I think you miss that adrenaline flow when, having been captain for 11 years, you're always the first person out when you're coming out of the tunnel. And of course, you're the first person that gets greeted by the roar of the crowd. Whether it's walking out here at White Hart Lane in front of your home supporters, or walking out at Old Trafford or Anfield, of course, that adrenaline flow that you get, that high, is difficult to reach now. But having said that, I don't miss these Sunday mornings now where I used to get out of bed and have to hobble my way to the bathroom, creaking every move the last few years. So now it's quite pleasant to get up on a Sunday morning and make that move to the bathroom quite smoothly.
So now you're involved, you say you're involved in the media. What other things are you doing at the moment?
I work for the Football Association on their video advisory panel. So all players' misdemeanours at weekends you get to look at and make decisions upon. When we have situations where players get sent off and they appeal against it, you have to decide if it should be overturned or not. So I quite enjoy doing that. I work for the FA on their international development programme as a so-called ambassador for the game. So I get to travel to countries like Russia, Lesotho, South Africa, Botswana, Malawi. You go out there, you do seminars on the game, you do some coaching. It's mainly a public relations exercise, but it's very enjoyable and it keeps you involved in the game. I mean, I have had 8 offers to go into management in the last 3 years. The last one was only a few weeks ago. But I've got a 3-year-old daughter, and whilst football's been important to me in my life, you know, there are more important things. And if I was to be a manager, I want to be the best. And to be the best, you've got to be totally focused on the game, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so at this stage in my life, with a 3-year-old daughter, I'm able to work 5 days a week at the moment. I always get 2 days a week off to be able to spend time with the family. So you can never say never, never know what's around the corner, but at the moment being involved on the periphery of the game suits me fine.
The start of February saw a new manager at Derby County. The new manager effect working at Pride Park. Well, struggling Leicester City were the next visitors to the Lane, but as ever, it was not an easy game.
Well played there by Darren Anderton in the middle. Good ball forward as well, finding Everson, who holds it up nicely on his chest. Still Les Ferdinand. Fancies a shot to goal. Just past the post. Good effort there by Les Ferdinand. Let's beat Richards in the air. Needs to be closed down. Ball breaks to Davidson. Good shot. Great save there by Neil Sullivan. That's why he's the Scottish #1 goalkeeper. The ball broke to Davidson. Took his chance. Couldn't get past Sullivan. Tarico plays it into the far post. Ferdinand's underneath it. Cross to Everson. Anderton! That's a cracking goal by Darren Anderton. Made absolutely no mistake with that one. That's brought the crowd to their feet. Ian Walker's disappointed. It's Anderton's 6th goal of the season. The ball came in, Ferdinand with the header across. Everson leapt up well, and Anderton from virtually the penalty spot on the volley. That's 1-0 to Tottenham. Everson with a good header, finds Anderton again. Everson's in space, will it be 2? And it is, just past the post. Well, Stefan Everson may not get a better chance than that. Neither side can hang on to the ball at the moment. Good turn there by Les Ferdinand. Still Les Ferdinand, sets it up for Anderton. Gets in the box, needs some help. Savage is back, gets the cross in there. Simon Davis! 2-0 to Tottenham. Well, surely now that's game, set and match. Davis did really well there. Walker's furious. That's brought the crowd to life again. Set up well there by Les Ferdinand. Got the ball into the box, ran past Jacob Larsson. Found Darren Anderton, took 3 men out there, Anderton. Davis reacted quickly in the middle. And that's Simon Davis' 7th goal of the season. Ferdinand comes away with the ball for Simon Davis. Stefan Everson needs a good first touch. Is it 3? Oh, it's at the bar. Oh, how unlucky can you get? Just put it past the post in the first half. Well, how unlucky was Stefan Everson a moment ago. Ian Walker came out, he decided to chip him, wrestled against the bar. Ferdinand was following up, just couldn't get a head on it. It's indirect, of course, so someone has to touch it first. And there's the shot, straight in. Well, that's an absolute cracking shot there by Stephen Oakes. Jamie Scowcroft. Yep. Thirlwell was leaning over him. Can't really complain. Free kick's taken quickly. Stewart's in space. Low cross comes in. There's Davidson. Great save by Neil Sullivan.
A hard-fought win against the Foxes. The rest of the month was completed with vital cup games, which we'll come back to later.
And it's Ziga with the corner. Got to be, and it is for Gus Poyet. Sunderland failing to deal with the corner. And Poyet getting the breakthrough that Tottenham craved. Ziga's corner, not cleared. Poyet took control of the situation and stabbed it home. Kilban, McAteer, Haas. Looking for Patrick Mboma. And he still gets his shot away to score on his full debut. Haas with the throw. Mboma with a flick on Kilban. What a save! Sullivan's trusted reflexes coming to Tottenham's aid there. It was Mboma's flick, Kilban with a powerful header and well diverted over by the fingertips of the Scottish international goalkeeper. Sheringham. Away by Haas. Sheringham again, and Ziga's through, and he's onside Christian Ziga. Les Ferdinand, 2-1 Tottenham. An unselfish act. Having got through and with the sight of a goal himself, he saw that Ferdinand was in the better position, and no way could Ferdinand miss that one. And he didn't. His 15th of the season.
It was just what we needed, the double over Sunderland and 3 points on our return to league action. Over the next 2 weeks, though, it all went south for us. A difficult period for us, but we finally got back to winning ways with our second trip of the season to Craven Cottage. It wasn't the most conventional way of scoring for Teddy Sheringham, but it was good to see the ball hit the back of the net anyhow.
Good ball though from Sheringham to Anderton. Fine cross by Anderson. Everton's there, and he got his hand to the ball, Van der Sar, before colliding with the post. Not quite sure what's going on here. There's a bit of a fallout in the wall. Possibly favour a left footer given the angle. It's Ziga's preference. Ziga attempts to dip it in, he goes through the wall! A fluke, but at last a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Almost 8 hours without a goal, and the drought is over. Well, surely they didn't design it that way. It was Ziga's free kick. It finally came off some body part of Teddy Sheringham. He was claiming it like he meant it. Sherwood to King. Everson cuts in from the wing. Gives it to Ziga. He's going to be a hard man to stop if he gets into full flow. Christian Ziga, great save, Van der Sar! Not enough, Poyet follows up. 2-0 Tottenham. Scrappy. Powering through was Ziga. Great save by Van der Sar, but nobody helping him out. And Gus Poyet scores his 13th of the season. Turn from Hales. Dinks the cross in, and Marley's there. Oh, but it's off the line. Remarkably.
Easter weekend took us to Middlesbrough.
Tottenham happy to sit back, watching the ball go forward. It's a nice ball inside. He's got past Perry. There's Boksic. Cleared away by Ledley King. Alan Boksic always the threat in the penalty area. Nice linking play there by Barra. Got past Chris Perry. Keller came out to narrow the angle. Thatcher, long throw. Gets it back again. That's a good ball in. Oh, Poyet steps over it. Everson at the far post. Spurs have the lead. Stefan Everson. It's a great dummy at the near post there by Poyet. Stefan Everson made no mistake from 6 yards. Spurs' good run in the northeast continues. Poyet goes over. Sherwood couldn't get it clear, nor can Perry. Sherwood still in trouble there. There's Carboni, good save by Keller. Intercepted by King. Oh, Everson's beaten the offside trap. He's in space. Etherington, good save. Sherwood suggests the head may be more appropriate. Good save by Crossley though. Oh, Poyet against the bar. Well, Spurs are doing everything but score now. In swinging corner from Anderton. Poyet rose first. Crossley was beaten, but the bar wasn't. Who's it going to be? It's left for Kendry. Oh, it's gone in. Borough have the equaliser. Well, you've got to say it's against the run of play. It's a good ball for Davis. Sheringham has time. Sets it up. Good save.
A hard-fought draw ended March for us. Well, we took a break from the action to catch up with a Tottenham legend. Back in August, we paid tribute to our greatest ever manager. A near sellout crowd turned out at White Hart Lane to see Spurs take on Italian giants Fiorentina. The game was part of our pre-season build-up and was the first chance for many fans to see new signings Christian Ziga, Goran Bunjevcevic and Gus Poyet. But the man everyone had come to see was Bill Nicholson.
I thought it was extremely good. Very good indeed. Very good day. I was very pleased. I thank him very much for coming. Very good of him.
But things could have been very much different for Bill. He started his Spurs career on the ground staff at White Hart Lane.
Used to work on the ground first of all when it was necessary. And of course we had to get all this the sides all relieved of all their rubbish. We had to go and sweep up all the rubbish. And then, of course, we did some training. So we used to train twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was quite good, really, when you come to think about it, because you couldn't compare it really with what they do today. Today is completely different, isn't it?
All this for £2 a week?
Yes, well, there you are. It's ridiculous, really, isn't it?
Although as a player he was part of Arthur Rowe's push and run side that won the title in 1951, it was as a manager that Bill created history, leading the club into a new era of sustained success. But did he really feel he was management material?
Not particularly. I mean, my services took me about 6 years in the army, and I was an instructor in the army. So therefore I could do a lot of that type of work. When I left the army, I said, "You come back to Tottenham." And I think that it was very good for me. For most of my career in the army, I did it in England. And so I was able to do it and have a sort of Saturday or Sunday free. I used to do quite a bit of work for, the club in regards to playing football.
But out of all the honours he won as a manager, Bill believes one tops the lot.
The league championship. That's the number one, really, isn't it? Because you're involved with far more football, competitive football, to win the championship than you are to win a cup. The FA Cup would be next. And then, of course, the other cups, as they come in, and you probably win a bit one here or win one there. It's good to win one, but I'm more concerned with the League Championship and the FA Cup.
How likely do you think it is that those glory years can ever be repeated at Tottenham?
Well, I should imagine it could be. I mean, after all, they're repeated at Manchester, aren't they? Manchester United. They're doing a similar sort of thing there, so they can be repeated. But unfortunately, we haven't continued with it. So we shall have to wait for the next time.
Will that next time be in the Hoddle era? Bill hopes Glenn can bring glory back to White Hart Lane.
He will certainly be trying and trying very hard. Whether he succeeds or not will depend on several things. But nevertheless, I hope he does succeed, because it's a good system that he's trying to work to. And I think the players will enjoy it if they get down to it and if they are a bit successful to it. So let's hope he is successful.
Bill Nicholson still keeping up with all the news at Tottenham.
Gardner heading back, he's played Tottenham in trouble. It's great improvisation from Fowler and a wonderful rescue by Casey Keller, who claws it away. Thatcher's cross. Everson! Two goals in 3 days for Stefan Everson. And a beautifully weighted centre this from Ben Thatcher. Climbing high above Dominic Matteo. Everson's third Premiership goal of the season. Richards flick, laid back here, Davies, and turned in, Teddy Sheringham. Well, after Leeds unnecessarily gave Tottenham the chance to attack them again, the initial shot back off Woodgate, and he may be 36 tomorrow. Teddy Sheringham's reactions are as quick as ever. Thatcher. Batty popping up left side. Viduka, lovely turn, made the shot, made the goal, and Leeds are right back in it.
But it wasn't enough, and we took all 3 points. Next up was a trip down the road as we aimed to dent the title hopes of Arsenal.
Edu. Henry able to turn and tease it through for Bergkamp. For Ljungberg, chance, pushed out by Keller. And Sherwood there to help the goalkeeper out. Bergkamp, Ljungberg again, Keller again, but it rolls on in. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0. Wiltor. Off Sherwood, but fortunately for Arsenal, Lauren, Gardner backpedaling. An experience showing maybe from the left back who can't stop the cross coming in. It's dealt with well by Sherwood, but Edu's on the scene. Bergkamp. Oh, Keller had to be very, very alert. Pressure on Perry here, and he's rather bowed to it. It's Ljungberg. What's he going to do? He goes for a percentage ball, maybe. Etherington, now 21 international for England. Sherwood. Oh, and Gus Poyet. Is he in here? Now David Seaman came out, caught Poyet, and has Mark Halsey pointed for a penalty? Well, I'm not sure that he has, or has he? He hasn't made his intentions clear. It is a penalty. Seaman on Poyet, a penalty to Spurs. Well, this is a crucial decision in the context not just of this game, but in the whole Premiership picture at the top of the table. David Seaman seems to be trying to shepherd that behind. Now the job is for Teddy Sheringham to outwit David Seaman. Two great campaigners, two great veterans of North London derbies, Sheringham and Seaman. And Sheringham cracks it in for 1-1. And there are 10 minutes to go. He went for power, Sheringham. Seaman guessed the direction, but couldn't get there quickly enough. Over Gardner. Kanu straight away. Wiltor. Oh, down goes Ulrich. There's another penalty. It's a penalty for Arsenal. steps Lauren. Oh, and he's rolled it in.
A game of 2 penalties, and we came away from Highbury without a point. For our last London derby of the season, we welcome the Hammers.
Davis. So back from Anderton. And again, he's got the better of Levant. Ziga! Narrowly wide of the upright. Sheringham. Won by Carrick, who's looking to get it through to Jermaine Defoe. Thatcher away, only to Canute. He's got to wriggle away from Sherwood. And he forces a good save from Keller, who's certainly been the busier of the 2 goalkeepers in the course of the afternoon so far. Canute bringing that save out of it. Snapshot. And this is Simon Davis with Everson up to his left. Sheringham supporting, trying to feed Perry, who has to tackle Canute to get there. Davis. And it's got through to Everson. Good save, Sheringham! Goal! In front of the England coach, Sheringham scores his 12th goal of the season. Davis took a deflection on his way through. Sheringham was there again, and this time James saves from the follow-up as well. Poyet lined it up, that shot bobbled on its way through, and David James did very well indeed to smother the follow-up from Sheringham. Here's Canute. Gardner is hassling and harrying him. Steve Lomas looking for Jermaine Defoe, but it's beyond him, cleared by Davis. Oh, what a goal from Ian Pearce!
Another late equaliser. We'd already beaten them 3 times, but a strengthened Bolton side weren't going to make it 4.
Franson plays it forward, intercepted at the back there. Gus Poyet has a look up. Oh, that's a good ball forward for Everson. He's beaten the offside trap. He's round Jaskalainen. Surely Stefan Everson. 1-0. Tottenham have the lead. Stefan Everson, as cool as you like. That's a great ball forward there by Gus Poyet. Everson timed his run to perfection. Took it round the goalkeeper, had a quick look up. Everson gives Tottenham the lead. Ball played forward. Nodded on. Oh, Thatcher's missed it. Holdsworth. Oh, Dean Holdsworth over Keller's head. And Bolton have equalised.
England international Jamie Redknapp joined us on a free transfer the week before we played our final home game of the season against Liverpool. He had positive thoughts for the future.
I want to be successful. I think Tottenham are going a similar way to what Liverpool are a few years ago, where they've got good young players and they're getting a good base there. And that's that's where the likes of the older players, and I include myself probably in that now, unfortunately, we're trying to help that out and get Tottenham to the level that where they're competing in Europe and competing with the best. And I don't see why that can't happen.
Now Sheringham bides his time. Davis for Tottenham. No pressure at all on the Lily Whites. Davis taking on and getting around Jamie Carragher. Great run, Sheringham! Jamie Carragher, whose England opportunities seem to have opened up this week, was taken to the cleaners by the Welsh winger Davis then. Murphy tees the ball away, says Keller. What a great save by the American. Great header, world-class save. Keller is keeping out the Scottish international keeper Neil Sullivan. He has done for the last 6 games now. And again, no protection, and cleared right under the shadow of the bar from Tarico as Haman fires it back in. A bouncy effort, and Michael Owen edged it away from Bowl, but a great save, as good as the goalkeeper's save there from Mauricio Tarico. Heskey's back header, and somehow Tarico kept it out. No suggestion the ball had crossed the line. Owen. Harman. Colours and then he goes and big mistake, and how Tottenham Hotspur riding their luck. Well, the song goes, John Arne Riise, how did you score that goal? This time it was John Arne Riise, how did you not score that goal? Tariko tries to mesmerise Abel Xavier, who hounds him away from goal. Also misplaced header by Houpier, and another mighty scare for Liverpool. Poyet looks up to the heavens. Mistake in the Liverpool defence, they're rare, and Dudek was beaten. 0-0, could have been 3-3. Anderton, good period of pressure this from Tottenham Hotspur. Fantastic move by Anderson, great cross as well. Everson can't get there, falls for Poyet! A goal for Tottenham, and maybe a goal for Arsenal and Manchester United as well. Fantastic by Darren Anderson, in front of the watching England manager as well, through the legs of the defender, outside of the foot, falling rather fortunately, fortuitously to Gus Poyet, but he doesn't wait around, he gets his goal. Houpier to Murphy. Great ball by Danny Murphy. Michael Owen in his workplace, leaves defenders in his wake, but a fantastic challenge. Owen has a second stab, Heskey a whisker away. Wonderful by Michael Owen. Davis rides his luck. Sheringham, have another go, he says. Davis gives it to Everson. Liverpool have thrown so many players into attack. There's a few gaps in there as Davis hits it in, and Dudek makes a good save. Gerard Houllier set to lose his 4th game in a row at White Hart Lane.
Which he did. So he had a part to play in the fight at the top of the Premiership table. An impressive 1-0 win for our final home game. The staff and players made the traditional thank you to the fans after a tumultuous season. So the final day of the 2001-2002 season saw us travel to Leicester City to play in the final game at Filbert Street. Disappointing way to end the season, and Glenn Hoddle sums it all up for us.
Through to the mid part of the season, we played some beautiful football, really did. I was delighted with the way we played at times, and the attitude's been good overall. Let ourselves down on the last day of the season, I felt, and on the odd occasion during the season. But even when we've lost games, I felt we played well enough and deserved to win games. Certainly at different spells during the season. But it has been a bit frustrating because we've not shown the true form that I feel that we could achieve, and that has been a big frustration for me. And I think there's reasons for that, you know, with the injuries that we've had. We've always seem to have 6, 7, 8 people out at any given time. And I think the key for our whole season in the Premiership came around about Christmas time, when they were still injured. We wanted people like Stephen Carr, Goran Bunjacevic, and Doherty. The list was endless at that time, and at the end of the day, they weren't fit to come in when we had a lot of fixtures back to back and a lot of fixtures on paper that looked as if we could have won, especially the way that we were playing in the first 3 months of the season. And that didn't go our way, and we picked up some bad results during that period of time, and it took us a little bit of time to recover from that. So on the Premiership, it was very difficult to actually keep that sustained and that consistency that we showed in the early part of the season.
The Worthington Cup final obviously will be certainly a key moment of the season, and how we won that game, it might well have been a very different season.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a different scenario. If we win that, we're in Europe. If we win our last game against Leicester, out of all the points that I felt that we've thrown away to a certain degree, if we'd have won our last game at Leicester, we end up 7th. And people, would say, well, that's a very good, very, very good season. But so we're very close to it, very, very, very close to it. But what I'm happy about is I can see the significant signs are there. I can see where we can put it right very quickly next season. If we can add to the squad, which we've already done, if we get a lot of them players back fit, and you're going to get injuries, but you're going to get short-term injuries normally. The odd long-term injury, but not the 5 or 6 players we've had out, with broken legs and fractured cheekbones and whatever. It's been a real difficult task to keep everyone fit. If we have that next year, then I can very quickly see where we can improve. And we have progressed. I feel we've progressed, but it might not be what we all wanted at the beginning of the season. But I've said it before. There's 2 phases, on and off the pitch have to go hand in hand. They have to go together. And if one outruns the other, outstrips the other, there could be a problem. So, if we were in Europe, perhaps we haven't got the squad to deal with Europe, then maybe it's best that perhaps, we find the squad first, build the squad up, and then go into Europe and stay in Europe. It's about staying. Once we start to progress, and if we can win something, that's got to be the start of something, not, well, that's great, and, wait another 4 years before anything else is done. We've got to go into Europe and stay in Europe. And that would be success. So there's a lot of goals ahead of us, and I'm very, very optimistic that we can achieve that over the next season and the season afterwards.
One of the goals that perhaps has been achieved is the style of play. I mean, you brought this new style of play, and the fans obviously love it, and the players seem to have adapted to it right away almost.
Yes, and I think we've only really been able to go 70% on where I want to take it. I brought Christian Ziege in, and I thought I'd have Stephen Carr, and I thought I'd have the best 2 wing backs in this country to play that system. We haven't even seen Stevie out there with Christian on the same pitch, so that's something to look forward to. Goran Bunjacevic was very much a part of the jigsaw for me with my planning, but that hasn't been achieved. So there's a lot to come, and that's just a couple of individuals. We've got great youngsters like Simon Davis, Ledley King, Anthony Gardner, who have all progressed. Matthew Everington, they've all become better players this season, and over the next 2 seasons, they're gonna really become more experienced. They're going to become more assured of themselves, playing against the levels that they're playing against. They're going to get better and better. So there's a lot of optimism around, and if we can add to the squad with quality, we've already got quality there, and the style of football can be maintained, I think, improved. Better pitch to play on for a longer period of time. So there's a lot of pluses there. What we've got to do is, as I've always said, I won't be happy until we've won something, and then even then I'll be happy for a day, and it'll be on to making more success off the back of that. But sometimes the hardest thing is to break through and get the first win under your belt.
You mentioned those young players there, and you brought Teddy and Gus in at the beginning of the season, and I remember you saying at the time that part of the reason was to try and develop those youngsters and bring them on. You must be delighted with the way that's happened.
Yeah, no, that balance has done. It's been very good, and the only problem we've had is for whether you're. I'll give you 2 examples. I think we could have protected Teddy and Gus a little bit more if we'd have had everyone fit, and we could have protected, say, Ledley as well, because youngsters and let's say more elderly statesmen of our team it's a hard season. 49 games we've played this year, and it's a tough season to play mentally and physically at that level. And whether you're young or you're old, you need that little bit of time, and that's where we need a squad. The modern day game is about that. You look at Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds, Man United, they've got this squad and they're using it. If we get the squad fit next year, we can do it like that, and we're going to do it like that. And if people don't like it, then so be it. But it'll be done. I've not had the options to do it this year, which has frustrated me as manager.
You mentioned how the young players have improved. Another element, perhaps, of the season is how some more experienced players have improved. I'm thinking particularly of Stefan Freund, who certainly first half of the season was excellent.
Oh, I think Stefan he's proved that he can pass the ball. He's been given licence to pass the ball. We worked on him in pre-season from day one, working at pre-season time. We sowed the seed that he could become a better passer, and he's proved that it was in there waiting to come out. He's also infectious in his defensive work and his discipline. So he did fantastic. Les has done great for us, you know. He's 15 goals. If he'd have been fit for the end of the season, I'm sure he'd have ended up close to 20 goals, which would have been his best season. I've got to say that Teddy and Gus have not missed hardly a day's training. They've missed through suspension matches, but they haven't missed through injury. Gus, I don't think, has missed one day's training, which is incredible. So they're fit, and they'll be raring to go next season, and they'll be as good as ever next season. What they'll have some younger and more quality around them to push them even harder, and we will be able to give them the rest when they need it.
You mentioned the players, obviously, that you brought in already. I mean, Jeremy Redknapp we know all about, undoubtedly a quality player. The other player, the Slovenian international that we've got, perhaps the fans don't know so much about him, but I'm sure looking forward to seeing him in the World Cup.
You mean the one that you're scared to pronounce? I wouldn't say his name, would you? Azimovic.
That's the one.
Yeah, I'm ahead of you now. I'm a bit unfair, really. I've been saying it all night. No, Milenko is one for the future as well. I think he's 24 years of age. He's just about to go into his peak, probably. Very offensive player, but the fans are going to love him. He's a very good player on the ball. Scores goals from midfield. Be interesting to see whether he plays with Gus or, you know, in his position. But it makes the squad stronger. You know, these two lads coming in. Darren is a great passer of the ball for us with Tim Sherwood this year. Jamie's another great passer. So, you know, you can see where there's pressures of quality already there. They'll all want to play, but they all won't be able to play. So it'll be interesting. And I think the levels can go up even further next year. And that's where I feel we can become consistent if we have the squad together fit, that we can actually rest people, play people, and use the squad in the right manner. And I think that's where consistency comes.
Finally, you mentioned the frustrations at times, but have you enjoyed it your first full season? I
have, yeah. I love being at this club. It's a part of me, and I'm just so determined, really, is the word, to be successful. You know, I had strong words with the players after the Leicester game. I've got the summer to think about things, you know. Others have got other things on their mind, the players, I'm sure, but no, there's a lot of things to learn from that one performance at the end of the season, and that's not good enough for this club. We've got to take it on. There's been a lot of good things this season, but players let themselves down that day, and maybe it's a good thing. Maybe that's going to make me and the players and everybody, you know, fight even harder to get the consistent levels that's going to be needed to bring this club back to where it belongs, and that's the aims.
Free kick taken quickly. Low cross in. And there's Woosley. Oh, he's hit the bar. He fancied his chance from the edge of the box, did Woosley. Freund. It's nicely worked. Rebrov. There's a look. Oh, it was a dipping shot just past the post from Sergei Rebrov. Nice play. Christian Ziege gets it back. Low cross in. Ferdinand. Rebrov's through. Is that outside the box? Well, they clear it in the end. Here comes a free kick. There's King. Oh, it's taken an hour, but Ledley King's broken the deadlock. Got behind his marker and from 6 yards out put it past Kevin Dearden. Sheringham. Rebrov. Rebrov does well. It's a good ball outside to Tarico. There's the cross. Ferdinand's there, 2-0. Well, that's Les Ferdinand's first ever cup goal for Tottenham. Trademark header. There's Rebrov. Fancy the shot. Oh, against the post. The keeper was beaten all ends up. That's why Tottenham paid £11 million for him. It's a good effort, just over.
Seems like a long time ago. I think I remember. I think it was a free kick, and you know it seemed to just go over the top, and I think it was just a side foot really. I managed to get a side foot to it, not too far out. The defender was tugging on me a bit, but you know it was such a good ball. I felt that all I had to do was get my foot to it, and that's what I managed to do.
Sheringham breaks into the box. Oh, Mellon's brought him down. And the referee's given it. It's a penalty. Oh, Mellon's not happy. The referee waves away the protests. Well, the arm was up. No complaints, really. Sheringham taking the penalty himself. Right in front of the Spurs fans. The call across the is Teddy Sheringham. That's cool. 1-0 Tottenham. Tarico. Still Tarico. No cross in. Back to Anderton. Oh, good shot, Darren Anderton. That's 2. It's given the Spurs fans something else to cheer about. Nice shot there. Darren Anderton, left foot, curled it in. He saw his spot, and he found it. Davis. One's Freund. It's a good ball into the box. There's Poyet. And that's 3. And he goes over to thank Freund for the cross. And he's only happy. The cross came in, Poyet stuck out his foot against the post, and it's his first goal for Tottenham. Davis. Back to Thatcher. Finds Anderson. Nice play in the corner of the box. Oh, well dummied. Rebrov's free. And it's 4. And Rebrov doesn't miss from there. There's no coming back now at 4-0. Nicely worked, well left there, which found Rebrov. 8 yards out. Thank you very much.
Before I took the ball was about 10-15 passes, and I was lucky, but the defenders did not very good. His kick missed the ball, and I shoot my left leg and just next to the keeper.
Rebrov leaps, Leonardson's gone into the box. Comes to nothing. And Rebrov's gone down. Ooh, clash of heads there. Kelly plays it forward. Well controlled. A great header by Sheringham, finds Rebrov. What a finish, Sergei Rebrov. Well, he owes so much to Sheringham for that. Took it on his chest and nodded it into space for Rebrov. Tottenham have the lead. Davis. It's a nice back heel. Rebrov collects again. Gets a cross in, no one's there. Yes, oh, good save there by Van der Sar. And Ziga had the defence beaten. Rebrov. Good ball back for Leonardsson. Ziga's gone forward. Sheringham is furious with himself there for not connecting. Cross comes in, Hales is free. Oh, and that's the equaliser for Fulham. Hales has the habit of scoring against his boyhood club. Anderton. By Sheringham. It's a good ball out wide. Rebrov does ever so well there. It's a good ball, good save. And well worked on the right. Great save by the keeper. Anderson plays it long. And Simon Davis, oh, that's 2-1. Oh, Davis has left it late. With 4 minutes remaining, is that the cup tie? Nodded back for Davis, did well to keep it low.
He's a
great time to score. I mean, they put us under a bit of pressure, I think, in the second half, and we were, defending for our lives at some point. And we broke forward and with a free kick, I think, and just managed to pop up and score, which was a great feeling, and got us into the next round.
Ball gets played forward. Tarico. Well, look how much space Sheringham's in. Is this the opener? Straight to Jääskeläinen. Sheringham out to Davis. Good run there by Darren Anderson. Nice back heel too for Poyet. Finds the side netting. Foul against Tarico. Played by Poyet, gets the cross in. Ferdinand tees up Davis. 1-0. Great shot by Simon Davis. Took it well, did the Welshman, but he owes it all to Les Ferdinand, and a wicked curl on that too. Ferdinand's free, he's in space. Will he go it alone? No, he won't. He finds Sheringham. Is this two? No, it's not. Davis with a long throw. Flicked on again by Sheringham. There's Ferdinand! 2-0. Well, that's how to take the long throw. Flicked on first time, and again by Sheringham. Ferdinand's not going to miss from 4 yards out with an empty net in front of him. Simon Davis. There's Anderton outside him. Davis wants it back. Doesn't get it though. Anderton plays it long. Ferdinand's there. It's another one. Good ball into the box there by Darren Anderton. Ferdinand reacted quickly in the middle. It's his second and Tottenham's third. Anderton finds Davis again. It's a good cross. Ferdinand's at the far post, and that's the hat-trick. Oh, that's Ferdinand's second hat-trick for Tottenham. Great ball by Simon Davis. Found Ferdinand at the far post. It's the hat-trick, all from his head as well. Anderson with the corner. Oh, Teddy Sheringham. He'll be disappointed with that one. Every touch being cheered by the home fans. And this is a lovely move. Great ball out to Rebrov. This move deserves a goal. Oh, and he gets one. Albeit an own goal off Anthony Barnes. Rebrov finds Davis. It's a good run by Rebrov. Finds himself in space. Gets to cross in. Everson. Back to Anderton. No, it's blocked. Anderton has another go. Falls to Everson. Well, that's 6. And they were queuing up for the shots in the penalty area. Finally, it broke to Stefan Everson, who tapped it home.
Sixth goal for Tottenham, scored after 83 minutes and 30 seconds. Number 16, Stefan Everson.
scored a few hat-tricks, and that's the first time I've scored every single one with a header. And I remember it. I remember it very well. You know, the game and scoring the headers and how the goals came. Yeah, it was a good time.
Good done there by Hasselbank. Johnson feeds in Hasselbank. Chelsea have the lead. Oh, right across the face of goal. Seeger keeps it in. It's a cross in. No one's at the far post this time. Headed by Ziege. Has a look up. Ferdinand's in the middle. Just past him. Davis. Gets past Gallas. There's Tarico. Just past the post. Poyet. Oh, he sets up Ferdinand. Surely this is the equaliser. Oh, good save there by Cudicini. Davis. Sherwood. Still Chelsea can't get it clear. Sherwood sets up Ferdinand. And it's there, 1-0. Great stuff by Les Ferdinand. Sherwood fed him through. That's made up for the earlier miss. So will it be Hasselbank? It is. Oh, it's 2-1. Sheringham, dummies it, has Tarico in space on the edge of the box. Tarico, good save there by Cudicini, and it's gone in! Stefan Everson gets the rebound! That's the perfect start for Tottenham! Only 1 minute on the clock, and it's all square! The ground has erupted to a cauldron of noise! Great play there by Teddy Sheringham. Tarico broke, the shot came in, great save by Cudicini. Stefan Everson from the edge of the 6-yard box. The perfect start for Tottenham. Finds Poyet with a shot. Oh, good save there by Cudicini. Great shot by Gus Poyet on the edge of the box. And an even better save by Cudicini. Low corner this time. Shot comes in, it's gone in! Tim Sherwood has doubled Tottenham's lead. His first goal of the season. The old Tottenham low corner. Hoddle is delighted. And the crowd are too. Low corner. Sherwood turns. Roof of the net it found. Tottenham have the lead on the night by 2-0. And for the first time in the tie, the lead on aggregate. Amazing first half here for Tottenham. Tottenham need to be controlled and composed at the back. Good Johnson has the ball on the edge of the box, gets the shot in, goes wide. Well, Good Johnson normally doesn't need many chances from that kind of range. Spurs fans in all stands are up, including the traditionally quiet West Stand. Everson, Tottenham have a chance for the counter-attack. Poyet is by himself, back heels it to Anderton. Good ball outside to Simon Davis, he's in space, Davis has the look, goes for the shot. No real power, to be honest, and Cudicini collected it safely. Sheringham wins a header as well. Finds Tarico outside him. Poyet's in space in the middle, is calling for the ball. As it is, he uses Anderton. Poyet still in space, that's the ball in. Back into the box to Sheringham. What a cracking shot by Teddy Sheringham! Sheringham from the edge of the box makes it 3-0 on the night. Gave Cudicini absolutely no chance. Sheringham's 7th goal of the season. His first goal since the game against Bolton in December the 3rd. First time outside of his right foot. Cudicini may have got a touch on that. Well, the game seems to be going Tottenham's way. Teddy Sheringham, what a sweet contact there. Bang! Great goal from Sheringham. Good ball out by Sheringham. Cross comes in. Poyet on the edge of the box. Shot comes in too high. Well, Melchiot's gone down under the challenge there from Poyet. Simon Davis is in oceans of space on the right. Anderton finds him. Davis gets into the box. Tries to line up for the shot. Curling shot, which Cudicini can only palm away. Nobody following up for Tottenham though. Free kick taken quickly. Anderton on Tottenham's right. Cross comes in. Deep step and Everson leaps. Everson not quite back to full fitness, I would say. Didn't have the legs on him. Sheringham, good ball to Everson. Davis is in Oakers' space this side. Finds him. Davis, good first touch, will be vital. That's the one, has a shot. It's the post and it's gone in. It's gone in. Tottenham are surely at Cardiff. 4-0 on the night. Tarico's fallen to his knees, he's in tears. Great play, Simon Davis was in acres of space. Great first touch. He got the shot in with his right foot. Off the near post. Tottenham surely will face Blackburn in the Worthington Cup final. The supporters there are absolutely loving it. Well, Tottenham have it again. Comes off the referee. Sheringham finds Leonardson. Rebrov's in the box, surely 5, and it is! It's gone in, Sergei Rebrov! It's got his name on the score sheet. Cudicini looks absolutely dejected. Wow, that's 5. Spurs got 6 in the last round, 5 in the semi-final. The ball broke to Leonardson, squared it to Rebrov. From 8 yards out, he side-footed it, past Cudicini. No mistake. Well, Tottenham are enjoying so much space out in the final third at the moment. I can confirm whatever happens tonight, there will not be extra time. Shot comes in. Well, great shot. It's 5-1 now on the night. It's all over. Spurs have done it. 5-1 on the night. Hoddle celebrates. Absolutely amazing scenes here at White Hart Lane. Simon Davis, arguably man of the match, salutes the crowd. It was Sergei Rebrov that got the 5th and final goal. Sherwood got the 2nd goal with a cracking volley from the edge of the box. Sheringham got the vital 3rd goal. A real captain's performance tonight from him. Well, from February 1990 to January 2002, 12 years was the wait, but it was worth it tonight. Fantastic scenes here at White Hart Lane. The aggregate score for the record is 6-3. Spurs are Cardiff bound.
saw the opportunity there. John Terry took a little bit of time on the ball though when he came out from the keeper, and just threw myself in front of him to try to touch the ball, and we went in. It was a good feeling.
And that was, I mean, coming so early, I mean, that was vital, wasn't it? And it really set us on the way.
It did, and yeah, as you know, the result was 5-1 in the end, and after that goal, everyone knew that now we've got a very good chance of winning this game, and it's just keep on going where we started off, and we did, and we created a lot of chances, we scored goals, and we were 3-0 up as well before they got a send-off, and so that didn't really matter at the game. So it was a very good performance, probably the best one we had this season.
It was a cutback corner from Darren, and just prior to the Darren going over to get the ball, I told Teddy to step over it, and he did it, and it balled up nicely for me, and I managed to, hit it as well as I could.
I think the occasion was unbelievable for everybody. Being a semi-final, playing against Chelsea, hadn't beaten for so long. Chance of playing in a cup final was, we really, and we were losing 2-1 as well. We really had to perform that night, and getting a good start early on, and getting two up. I think it was important that we got the third and fourth, and when my volley went in, it was a sweet strike, and to hit back the net was lovely.
I think Darren played it out to me, and I've had my touch, and I just took it to the past the defender, and I couldn't shoot across the goal because the defender sort of blocked me, so I've just gone near post, and it's gone in perfectly. So
I came on the pitch when atmosphere was unbelievable. The score was 3-0, and all of supporters was happy the game, enjoyed the game, and I'm as well. And I'm scored goal, but Chelsea was 10 players and didn't defend it well. I think it was a very good game. Best for me, this best performance in this season, game against Chelsea.
The road to Cardiff was a long and difficult journey. It ended on a cold and wet Sunday morning, the 24th of February. The Millennium Stadium played host to the 2002 Worthington Cup final between Blackburn Rovers and ourselves. Fans gathered for the big occasion, our second cup final in 3 years and our first visit to the Millennium Stadium. The streets of the Welsh capital were adorned with painted faces, flags, scarves, hats and horns. A procession of buses and coaches arrived from North London. Crowds keen to get out of the rain eagerly awaited entrance to the magnificent stadium. The atmosphere inside the fully enclosed stadium exploded as the players walked onto the pitch to a fireworks welcome. And with the formalities over with, it was down to the serious business of the day.
You can still hear the rain pattering against the roof here. It really hasn't stopped all day. There's a shot. Oh no, it goes to Janssen. No, it's through the legs of Neil Sullivan and it's gone in. Blackburn have the lead on 25 minutes. Last time Spurs wore yellow in the final was in '82 in the FA Cup. Then Hoddle's penalty in the replay against QPR brought the cut back to Tottenham. Poyet, it's a good ball for Les Ferdinand. Les Ferdinand does well, has Ziege on the far side of the area if he can find him. Christian Ziege has done it for Tottenham! Spurs are back in the final. Great ball by Les Ferdinand. The Spurs fans have gone absolutely wild down there. Hoddle celebrates by making notes. Christian Ziege's the man. He's enjoyed so much space on the left for Tottenham this afternoon. Ferdinand did well, put it through the legs there of Johansson, and Christian Ziege made no mistake from 8 yards. Spurs are back in the final. Side-footed at home. He was on the winning side last year for Liverpool. And hopefully his equaliser today will see him on the winning side this year for Tottenham. There's Gus Poyet. Still Gus Poyet, 2-1! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, would you believe it? Tottenham have done everything but score today. How many chances are Spurs going to let go begging? Gus Poyet did everything right. Berg with a long clearance for Blackburn. Ledley King. King needs to clear. Andy Cole with the shot. Oh no! Davis. Shouts for a penalty. Teddy Sheringham's gone down in the box. Surely that's a penalty. Well, what a brave decision by referee Graham Pole there. To everybody in the ground, that looked a clear penalty, as clear as you're likely to see. The referee says no, though.
Close, but not close enough. A tale of missed opportunities and bad luck, and a huge disappointment for all the loyal supporters who travelled to Cardiff to watch the team. Maybe next year.
Davis. Handball. Not given. That's as good a shout as you're likely to see. Anderton. Davis keeps it in. It's a good ball in. Poyet's there, 1-0. Halfway through the first half. Poyet gives Tottenham the lead. Good ball in by Simon Davis. No mistake. Sherwood. Good run by Ferdinand. Still Ferdinand, fancy the shot, just past the post. Good effort by the acting captain. Ferdinand, back to Poyet. Good ball in by Davis, Ferdinand's there, just over the bar. Another good ball in by Simon Davis. Interception there. Poyet takes it forward, backheels it to Rebrov. There's Anderton. Is it an own goal? No, it's against the post. Ferdinand's there. His first FA Cup goal for Tottenham. The post saved his blushes. Ferdinand was there. Carsley. No challenge being offered. Did well to get the shot in. Torrico. Torrico follows it through. Good ball in by Anthony Ferdinand again. Good save by the keeper. Gets it back. And again. There's Sherwood. Is that 3? Oh, from 4 yards over the bar. Lovely move. Here's Tarico. There's Everson ahead of him. Fancies to go himself, just over. There's Everson. Is it 3? Should have been. Good run inside by Etherington. Intercepted at the back by Whitlow. Tottenham have possession again. Etherington gets in the box. Looks for the cross, it's low. Poyet's there! Good save there by Jääskeläinen. Etherington did well, got the low cross in. Poyet first time with his side foot of his left foot. Palmed away comfortably by Jääskeläinen. Thatcher with a long throw. Richards at the far post, it's gone to Everson! Well, that's the throw in again employed. Flicked on at the near post by Richards, found Everson. Great save by Jääskeläinen. So Ansden will take the free kick. King stayed back, marking Ricketts. Cross comes in, Richards is up. Poyet. Across to Rebrov at the far post, just over the bar from Sergei Rebrov. Did the right thing, trying to put it back across the face of the goal. Just a little bit too high on this occasion. Stefan Everson finding Rebrov. Rebrov gives it back to Everson. Everson with the shot, good save low down. Poyet knocks it on to finds Darren Anderton. But worth a shout for a penalty, and it's given. Well, the referee points to the spot, no hesitation whatsoever. Waits for the whistle, that's the whistle, and it's there! Darren Anderton marks his 300th appearance for Tottenham with a goal. His 45th for the club. That's a low cross as well, finding Rebrov, who switches it to Poyet. Oh, just intercepted there by Ricardo Gardner. Oh, Poyet still up. 2 men are in the box. Everson's one of them, and so's Rebrov. Oh, just couldn't get there first. Richards. Flag stays down, Anderton's at the far side of the box. Low cross comes in, Everson's there, and it's gone in. Stefan Everson doubles the lead for Tottenham. First time cross, just kept it in. Everson just got in front of the defender, and Jääskeläinen couldn't really get a touch on that. Tottenham have the lead, that's 2-0. Sherwood. Oh, that's an excellent flick, finds Gus Poyet. Surely it's 3, and it's hit the post. Well, that was easier to score. Can't quite believe it, Gus Poyet. Excellent move, though. Oh, it's a good ball, finding Stefan Everson. Poyet. There's Etherington. Gets past Southall, low cross comes in. Oh, just past the post. Well done well again there, Matthew Etherington. Got past Southall, the low cross came in just ahead of Sergei Rebrov. Well, Etherington certainly enjoying his first start. There's the cross. Everson finds Anderton, that's the shot. Another good save, only as far as Etherington, and it's gone in. Etherington makes it 3. He's deserved his goal on the night. It all came from the quickly worked free kick. Well, the smile says it all. All came from the free kick. shot. Great save there, low by Jääskeläinen, only as far as Matthew Etherington, who made no mistake from 8 yards out. And that's all, another good save there. Another good save. There's Etherington, gets the cross in, it's an own goal! Well, is that Barnett again? Well, that's 4-0 to Tottenham. Jääskeläinen can't believe it. Gardner gets the ball back. Good save by Sullivan. Well, it seemed to be a save there by Sullivan. The referee's given a goal kick. Good header on by Ferdinand. Poyet does well. Not the best of clearances by John Achtenberg. Ferdinand. Intercepted there by Clint Hill. What can he set up? Not much, thanks to Sherwood and Ferdinand between them. Good ball by Davis, finds Ziege on the edge of the box. Has time for the shot, it's gone in! Christian Ziege made no mistake there from the edge of the box. Well, that's brought the Spurs fans to their feet. Ziege, in his first FA Cup appearance for Tottenham, scores his 6th goal of the season. Davies found him in space, had a look up and blasted it past the keeper. 1-0 to Tottenham. Navarro given away cheaply to Ferdinand. Excellent ball out to Christian Ziege. Ferdinand turns, just past the post by Les Ferdinand. There were shouts of handball in the middle. Good ball by Ziege. Ferdinand took it down, probably didn't realise how much time he really had. Sherwood tries to get things going. Finds Simon Davis, got a good burst of speed. Good tackle there by Clint Hill. Sheringham. Still Davis. Ferdinand, good ball over his head, finding Christian Ziege. There's 2 men in the middle. Sheringham was one of them. Oh, just past the post. Roberts with a clearance. Tariko does well. Tottenham have got men up in numbers. Sheringham has Ziege outside him. That's the ball. Good ball in. Poyet! 2-0. Lovely stuff by Tottenham. Poyet made no mistake in the middle there, lovely move. Lovely ball out by Sheringham. Ziege again. Gus Poyet taps it in. It's his 10th goal of the season, Gus Poyet. His 2nd FA Cup goal. Ferdinand, good header out to Tariko. Ferdinand does well, there's Sheringham, and it's 3! Teddy Sheringham from the edge of the box. No mistake. Well, the crowd now see Tottenham progress to the 6th round of the Cup. Ball came in, Sheringham placed it gently into the near post. That's his 8th goal of the season. 3-0 to Tottenham. Well, it's certainly a professional job, well done today. No real injuries. 3-0 as well. There's Poyet for 4. Gus Poyet makes it 4. And the smile says it all. Ball forward by Sheringham. Poyet was in space. got a deflection. Couldn't quite believe how much space he was in there, Gus Poyet.
We couldn't repeat our amazing performance against Chelsea, who went on to be the losing finalists. We did hit the woodwork again for the 16th time this season, more than any other side in the Premiership. Still, a 4-0 defeat saw the end of our FA Cup dream. Reaching the quarter-final of the FA Cup, the final of the Worthington Cup, a top-half finish in the league, and an entertaining style of play is certainly a positive achievement for the year and a good foundation to build upon.
There's a lot of optimism around, and if we can add to the squad with quality, we've already got quality there, and the style of football can be maintained, I think, improved. Better pitch to play on for a longer period of time. So there's a lot of pluses there. What we've got to do is, as I've always said, I won't be happy until we've won something, and then even then I'll be happy for a day, and it'll be on to making more success off the back of that. But sometimes the hardest thing is to break through and get the first win under your belt.
So the player said thank you to the fans at the end of a turbulent year, and as Glenn has already said, there's great promise in the squad for next season. Well, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed looking back at the campaign, and we're hoping the next one will be even better. So see you in August.